Morning, classmates. Good morning, sir. Here is my presentation about Philippines Policing Model. Philippine National Police Force, or PNP, provides all the law enforcement services throughout the country. On January 2, 1991, Philippine Constabulary and Integrated National Police merged. Its national headquarters is based at Camp Crame in Quezon City in the National Capital Region, or NCR. December 13, 1990 of RA number 6975 entitled The Art or the Act establishing the Philippine National Police under a reorganized Department of the Interior and Local Government and for other purposes. With the effective of RA number 8551, otherwise as the Philippine National Police Reform and Reorganization Act of 1998, RA number 9708, or the Philippine National Force or PNP Educational Qualification and Standard for Promotion Act, which was further amended by RA number 11200 and RA number 11279. Here is the historical background. Police officers before the coming of the Spaniards were then called Guardilo. Later, the law enforcement was assumed by the Cuerpo de Seguridad Republica in 1852. Guardia Civil took over the peacekeeping duties in the island under a royal decree. On January 9, 1901, Manila Police was formally organized by virtue of Act number 175 of the Philippine Commission. On August 8, 1901, with the sanction of the U.S. War Department with Henry T. Allen, a graduate of the U.S. Military Academy, a regular captain, and a lieutenant colonel of the U.S. Cavalry. Volunteers in the Philippines was officially designated and confirmed by the Commission as Chief of Constabulary in a formal inauguration, and paving the way for the Philippinization of the constabulary, and has proved to be sound move for the World War I, which was soon to break out and has dragged the U.S. into it. This development gave the opportunity for the Filipino to run the constabulary themselves. The first to be given the chance was Brig Jean Raphael T. Crame. He was appointed PC chief in December 1970. For the first time in 16 years of existence, the constabulary was placed under Filipino leadership. The Administrative Code of the Philippines, promulgated on September 10, 1995, provided for the constitution of a police force in every city and municipality. The officers and members appointed by the mayor with the consent of the city or municipal council. In an effort to improve the quality and morale of all existing police forces, RA number 4864, otherwise known as the Police Act of 1966, was enacted. The National Police Commission was created, vested with the power to supervise and control the police forces all over the world or country. Under this act, the administration, control, and disciplinary measures, including training of each member, are placed under the exclusive jurisdiction of NAPOLCOM. On September 21, 1972, President Marcos proclaimed martial law in the country by virtue of Proclamation number 1081, PD number 765, also known as the PC or INP law, was put into effect on August 8, 1975. The law instituted the integration of the nation's police forces with the Philippine Constabulary or the PC or INP, making INP the competent of AFP and under the general supervision of the Department of National Defense or DND. This law was amended by PD number 1184, Sec 6 or Section 6, Article XBI of the 1987 Philippines Constitution provides that the state shall establish and maintain one police force, which shall be national, which scope and civilian character, to be administered and controlled by NAPOLCON. The authority of the local executives over the police units in their respective territorial jurisdiction shall be provided by law. This gave birth to the enactment of RA number 6975, which was amended by RA number 9708 or RA number 11200 and RA number 11279. The vision, mission, and core values of Philippine National Police. The vision of the Philippine National Force is stated as follows: imploring aid of the Almighty by 2030, the PNP shall be highly capable, effective, and credible police service working in partnership with a responsive community towards the attainment of a safer place to live, work, and do business. And here's the mission and core values. It shall enforce the law, prevent and control crimes, maintain peace and order, and ensure public safety and internal security with the active support of the community. And here's the picture of how the mission and core values: makadiyos, makabayan, makatao, and makakalikasan. And here's the powers and functions. The following are the powers and functions of the PNP as provided for by Sec 14 RA number 6975. Enforce all law and ordinances relative to the protection of life and properties. The second is maintain peace and order and take all necessary steps to ensure public safety. Third, investigate and prevent crimes. Fourth, effect, effects the arrest of criminal offenders. And fifth, bring offenders to justice and assist their prosecution. And the last is exercise the general powers to make arrest, search, and seizure in accordance with the Philippines Constitution and pertinent laws. Here's the other. Detains detain an arrested person for a period not beyond what is prescribed by law, informing the person to be detained all of his rights under the Constitution, issues licenses for the possession of firearms and explosive in accordance with law, supervise and control the training and operations of security agencies, and issues licenses to operate agencies and security guards and private detectives for the practice of their profession. Perform such other duties and exercise all other functions as may be provided by law. Here is the miscellaneous police service. Law enforcement. The police are empowered to stop, question, detain, and arrest people who violated the law. Maintenance of order. Prevented patrol, which entails police officers' visible presence on the streets and public stances of their area of responsibilities. And crime investigation. It is the prominent role of the police when engaging in variety of community miscellaneous function. The police also observe the function of the police office of the National Action Committee on Anti-Hijacking or NACAH or NACA of the Department of National Defense. The present Philippines Air Force Security Command's FAFISCOM or VAFESCOM, as well as the police functions of the Coast Guard. The PNP must be provided with adequate land, sea, air, equipment, and weaponry, and all necessary materials, means, and resources. And here's the PNP organizational structure. And you can see the structure of organizational of PNP. And next, recruitment and selection. As provided for Sec 30 RA number 6975 as amended by Sec 15 RA number 8551, the requirement and selection of police personnel requires the following general qualifications and standard. As a citizen of the Philippines, a person of a good character must have passed the psychiatric, psychological, physical, medical, and dental, and drug tests to be administered by the PNP Health Service and Crime Laboratory Service, or by any NAPOLCON accredited government hospital. The applicant must possess a formal baccalaureate degree, must be eligible and in accordance with the standard set by the Commission must not be dishonorably discharged or an owl or dropped from the PNP service. No pending criminal case. In any court, including the office of the ombudsman or administrative case, if he or she is already an employment of the government. And here's the other one. He or she must not have been convicted by final judgment of an offense or crime involving moral turpitude. Second is must be at least 1 meter and 62 meters in height per minute. And the third one is 1 meter and 57 centimeters in height per female. And fourth is must not weigh more or less than 5 kilograms from the standard weight corresponding to his or her height, age, and sex. And the sixth is must not be less than 21 nor more than 30 years of age. And the sixth is the appropriate government eligibilities required to become patrolman or patrolwoman are those acquired from the following: a Falcon PNP entrance examination, or and you can read in this in my presentation is the here's the following of the appropriate government eligibilities required to become patrolman or patrolwoman. And next, education and training. Sorry for words. And here's the one. The first course taken by non-officers is the Public Safety Basic Recruitment Course, or PCBRS, to prepare them for general police duties and field maneuver operations. Second is the new recruit undergo the Police Basic Course, PBC, for 6 months and a field training program, or FTP, for another 6 months prior to deployment to various units. And the third one is the police corporal are allowed to take up specialized course relevant to the position they actually hold or consist. And the fourth one is the police staff sergeant should have finished the public safety junior leadership course, or PCJLC, prior to promotion and attestation to the next higher rank. And the fifth one is the police senior master sergeant and police chief master sergeant 3 should have finished the public safety senior leadership course, or PCC LC, prior to promotion and attestation to the next higher rank. And the sixth one is the police executive master sergeant may or may not take up the public safety officers candidate course, or PCOCC. And the last one is master sergeant after 12 months of non-compliance computed on the effective date of such temporary promotion. Wow. Here's the other one. The public safety officers basic course, or PCOBC, or its evaluate is required for police lieutenant and police captain. This is required. And the second one is the public required safety officers advanced course, PSOAC, or its evaluate is required for police major. And the third one is the public safety officers senior executive course, or its equivalent required for police lieutenant colonel and police colonel. And the fourth one is all police must undergo forms of specialization training within their respective specialty. And the fifth one is the officers observed into the PNP with the rank lower than police lieutenant colonel and lateral entrance not coming from the Philippines National Police Academy shall undergo a public safety officers orientation course. And here's the police personnel strength. And the one is on the average nationwide, the manning level of the PNP shall be approximately in accordance with a police to population ratio of one policeman for every 500 persons. And the second one is the minimum police to population ratio shall not be less than one policeman for every thousands persons. The population ratio as may be prescribed by regulation promulgated by the Falcon. The third one is the percentage of rank distribution of the uniformed officers and members of the PNP except for the rank of police brigadier general and above shall be followed. And is the how policemen should not be called. And you can see the old and new. And here's the uniforms regulations. The PNP Goa B is worn during full alert status and as directed by higher authority. And here's the PNP Goa A is worn during daily office attire appearances at the Malacanang Palace, Senate, Congress, courts, and as directed by higher authorities. Here's the one. The tourist police uniform is to be worn on the following areas. Identify tourist destinations, places where foreigners reside, and other recognized areas frequented by both local and foreign tourists. And here's the picture. You can see the outfit of police. And here's the other one. The police officers patrolling the streets are sporting upper uniform bearing their names and badge numbers to all citizens to distinguish them from criminals masquerading as law enforcers. You can see the patrol uniform in the left. The patch uniform serve as a symbol of authority responsibilities bestowed upon them as law enforcer. And as you can see, they're patrolling. And policemen on foot and mobile patrol use blue shirts to guide them flexibility and chasing criminal who try to evade arrest. And here's the picture of patrolman or chasing criminal uniform. The police officers assigned to other duties will continue to wear their present uniform or blue polo shirts and pants. The police patrol uniform is light blue polo shirts embroidered with the PNP insignia and with the name, rank, and designation of the policeman. The word police is embroidered at the back with yellow thread. This uniform is worn by the head patrollers. The new police patrol uniforms comes with a standard whistle, cuff leather shoes, and reflectorized vest. Firearms and equipment. The PNP is positioned on the following firearms and equipment issued to the rank file: M16, M9 pistol, Glock pistol, M1911, Remington 1100 baton or locally known as Batuta, Flora MK9 rifle used by the PNP SWAT, M14 FAMAS used by Special Action Forces, and HKG-36. And here's the information technology. The PNP activated the Directorate for Information and Communication Technology, the Technology Management. It is part of the bigger strategy that outlines the grand plan of national government in meeting demands and expectations of public. The PNP Integrated Transformation Program, or PNP ITP, and Performance Government Standard, or PGC, to ensure that system and technologies roadmap is in place for the development and use. The Information Technology Managed Services and the Anti-Cybercrime Group, or ACCG, were also recently activated as the administrative and operational support units of the PNP, respectively. Here's the communication network. The existing communication equipment are as follows: HF, SSB radio for direct and long-range communication. Kailangan nyo sa mga long-range communication frequency. Very high frequency modulated by VHF FM radios of the PNP units officers. UHF trunk radio used by NCR PO and selected PPOs of Pro 3 and Pro FA. The UFH trunked radio is considered one of the most advanced types of repeater with multi-channel system. The PNP utilized the lens lines of RCPI and Bayantel. The system is capable of receiving and sending messages through computer terminals, voice channel for telephone system, and terminal at the private automatically branch exchange PABX of NHQ. And here's the mobility and transformation. This area some of the mode of transportation used by the PNP: Ford's Focus, Nissan Frontier, Navara, Toyota Hilux, Mitsubishi Strada, Eurocopter, Ace S350, France Utility Helicopters, Robinson R44, United States Patrol Helicopters, Mahindra Enforcer Mobile Patrol Units, and Mahindra Sports Utility Vehicle. The PNP is also in use of the various Honda, Kawasaki, Suzuki, Yamaha, and other motorcycle. Forensic Science Service. As one of the operational support unit of the PNP, as provided under Section 35 of RA number 6975, there shall be established Central Crime Laboratory Group, or CLG, which shall provide scientific and technical investigate, aid, and support to the PNP and other government investigation agencies. It shall also provide crime laboratory examination, evaluation, and identification of physical evidence involved in crimes, with primary emphasis on their medical, chemical, biological, and physical nature. Other services are personal identification, DNA examination question, document examination, forensic photography service, polygraph examination, forensic ballistic examination, medico-legal examination, and bomb explosion. And thank you for watching, and I hope you're appreciate. Bye.